Oops. Welcome everybody to the A.I.P channel where anything is possible, where as always just a fun day with technical difficulties and all that good stuff. And bring on Mr. Jamie Grant. He is back again.
We're here. We're here, good sir. We've done
We,
it.
we are not on Rumble though. I'm mad. I don't
Uh-oh.
understand.
Who kicked us off there?
I don't know.
You didn't say the BG word, did you?
I was just not connecting to live for some reason.
Well, that's a little awkward. Well, the good news, we're on YouTube. Are we live on Twitter?
Twitter is live, yes. Oh, wait a minute. We're on Rumble now.
Yeah,
It's
all
up.
right. You listen, you just got to talk bad to it.
I'm about to get mad at it. I'm about
2
to
minutes
raise
ago, we
hell.
are live. Here we are. Here we are.
No Facebook because my error on that one. But I've been running all day, so I think I did pretty good. I did the Substack, I did Restream, I did everything, but I had Facebook pulled up, but forgot to put the little key and everything in. So it'll be all right. It will be okay.
That's right. Let's see. What am I doing here? Sharing. Just trying to get caught up, guys. Bear with us for a second. Of
Man,
course, Go ahead.
I got summons to be a juror.
No shit.
No shit.
You're just gonna
Oh, I
walk
was like,
in and
what
go
is
guilty,
this?
guilty, guilty.
Yeah. I think I want to see if I can do like my cousin used to do. He used to, if he would go in there and he'd just tell me he hated everybody, and
I hate
so they'd
everybody.
let him go. Oh, what he said. Um, old Conley, my cousin Conley, he sure would. That's what he said. He said they called him for jury duty. He just tell me he hated everybody. Want
Could
them
you
all to burn.
imagine? Could you imagine the people that play the game? I mean, like people going to say various things because they want to get out of jury duty. Me, I think I would take it to a whole new level of extreme if I wanted to try to play a game and get out of jury duty. I think I would dress so nice, like tip top, the suit, the 9 yards, tie, fresh dressed, and then walk in and be like, I put my pants on today all by myself. I'm 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 happy to be here because I put my pants on today all by myself. Do you know the first thing you got to do when you get up in the morning is put your pants on all by yourself? And I did that today. And that's why we're here. And I'm ready to be your juror because I can put my pants on by myself. How long you think I'd get before I'd get put in jail? Like,
They might let you go. And like, well, thanks, but no thanks.
he's off his rocker completely. You know, um, it is what it is. I just have fun. The spam calls. Listen, for anybody that does not follow, in fact, none of y'all probably follow me, but if you decide to have a good joke, Jamie two G's, JAMIE, the number two GS, just like it is here on the screen, um, across all formats of social media, YouTube, TikTok. But TikTok is kind of where me and Sammy put up some of these fun videos. My next door neighbor, a 66 years young dude that is a stand-up comic, and anytime that he gets a scam call or a spam call or any kind of bullshit sales call or whatever, it's game time. And the current game is how long can we keep them on the phone? We're up to 4 minutes. It's ended in hails of cursing in some foreign language, but the fuck yous are very solid in English. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, but fuck you. Oh, okay. Now he speaks English. Okay. Bro,
Yeah,
this
that's
dude called
awesome.
me up the other day. Dude called me up today, and he starts rambling off his spiel, right? And I can't understand a fucking word that he said. And I stop him and I ask him, I go, hey, what's your name again? And he goes, James. And I go, so that's what we're going with today, huh, James? And he goes, yeah. I go, bro, your English is shit. And he immediately hung up on me. Listen, if you're going to call me from a third world country, please be able to speak my gringo. Okay. I'm not asking for much, but don't give me and patronize me with your bullshit American name and then lack of concept of the English language. Don't patronize me.
I've been using it on my phone. I got the little thing where it'll screen the call for me. So I just hit that button sometimes if I feel in a funny mood, and I'll hit the screen, and all of a sudden they hang up for some reason. Because it'll say to it, it's like this person is screening this call. What do you basically like? What do you want? And they go click. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because what it's looking for is it's looking for a live voice before it connects the call. It's all some kind of AI, it's waiting for you to say hello for it to.
So when you got a computer voice, it was like, ah, shit.
And I have a good time because if I can keep the guy on the phone for 5 minutes, he's not bothering somebody else for 5 minutes. And me, I ain't got fuck to do. I'm gonna have a great time with it. I got the whole day to fuck with you, you know, bro. Jamie 2Gs, follow me. The comedy is live, people. It's real. Um, yeah, I'm done.
There you go. Man, we
Oh,
got a. I'm sure you got some fun stuff for us to see, and I got a bunch of stuff. If shit gets real sad, I got a bunch of cool, fun videos to bring everybody's spirit up.
cool, cool. Because I'm
I've been
fixing to drop
collecting.
some demented shit on y'all shortly. Like,
Well, we can start with some demented shit now.
well,
Um, did you did you see they want to cancel the Breakfast Club?
go ahead, Ricky. Tell him why. Go ahead, Ricky. Tell him why.
And I'm sorry. All right, we'll just
They
play the
made
video.
yeah. Go ahead and play
Make,
the video and
let's
show
play
them
the
what they
video
said.
because it was yeah. Let me get down to this
So
video.
there's a young man. Go, you know what, Ricky? I'm gonna let you go ahead. You led into it. I'm gonna let you run with it. Go ahead.
Yeah, the young man at the there he had brain cancer, for the love of God. Of course, none of the Democrats stood up for him, and but now because his hair wasn't the right. Well, let's just play the video. We'll let you stay, and then the video I got is actually people ripping their ass afterwards. So it's a. Is it showing the right one? Nope, I clicked the wrong one. I'm sharing ourselves.
Oh, you're sharing ourselves. That's awesome.
That's pretty cool,
Well,
huh?
while he gets it pulls up, let me tell you. So this young man's name is DJ
Oh,
Daniel.
I got it.
effective,
I
right? But
got
then
it.
you
I
had
had it
people
just on the wrong
arguing,
tab.
okay, this was race baiting. This little black boy shouldn't have been used as a prop. And I'm like, are y'all
He's black?
I don't whatever. He's a person of color,
No,
obviously.
okay.
So
Yeah.
I don't know his
He's
exact
not African American.
ethnicity. But
Guarantee
when
that.
I saw that,
his head was nappy.
His head was
Stop
not
it.
nappy at all. It wasn't.
He was black.
the dad,
You think he was black?
His dad
definitely
was black.
Yeah,
His
it
dad
was-
was holding him. I don't know if that was his dad, but yeah, it
Not
seemed
that
like
that
that was his
matters.
was
I
dad.
his
just
father.
don't think little boy
Yeah,
was
he
black.
was
His
black.
head
He's
wasn't
black.
nappy. I mean, it was patchy, but it wasn't nappy.
well, it was
Very effective.
I'm not gonna lie to you niggas. The Breakfast Club been finished, but I think this just put the icing on the cake. How dare y'all niggas sit up there and try to make fun of a kid that recovered from brain cancer, man?
I literally feel like everything has a limit and lines need to be drawn. Seriously. And children to me are gonna always be the limit. Now, just hilarious. I get it, you're a comedian, and comedians often will take some risk when it comes to their comedy, but this is not a laughing matter, nor is it humorous. Now, the Breakfast Club in general, that show should have been canceled a long time ago. Let's be honest. But to sit on that show and talk about the young man that was honored by the current president, this child is terminally ill. Okay, he's a brain cancer survivor, but terminally ill, and you proceed to attack his physical.
His hair ain't nappy, so that means he's not black. Like, what the fuck is you talking about, miss? His hair is patchy because he had like 12 brain surgeries. He got brain cancer. How do you work at the Breakfast Club and don't know this information, you idiot?
And again, you speaking on whether this kid hair is patchy and or nappy. That's not for you to talk about when all your looks are ridiculed.
So they ought to be ashamed of themselves. And then for just hilarious to make that foul comment talking about the patches that was missing out of this young man's head. How dare you?
Yeah, how
Roast 'em,
dare they?
man.
That's
So for people that don't know, this young man, his name is DJ Daniel. He was recognized at the congressional address by the President of the United States for surviving what the kid's been through. He how he came to fame was he submitted, they kind of do these make-a-wish things, and I don't know if that's specifically the foundation that set him up, but he wanted to be a police officer. So they made him an honorary police officer, and the young man's been to 30 something different states, I believe, man, where he's been recognized and been, a kind of a face and an advocate of child cancer. And he's dressed up in his uniform, and I don't know what event he's at, but some other kids make fun of him. And let's see if I can find that video.
yeah, I seen that one too. That was pretty sad. Their kids are just trying to get him to arrest him and all kinds of crap. Just I might have that one saved too, but that one there was I don't have it saved on this.
Yeah.
This
So,
group
but anyway, but he immediately got some attention, and all these different police departments from across the country are recognizing this kid for the struggle that he's been through and the fight that this kid is putting up with cancer. Prez hooks him up, man, makes him honorary Secret Service agent, and people lose their fucking minds over it and start, bashing this kid, making fun of him, calling him a prop and whatever, man. I mean, man, what a strong kid. For that kid to be able to stand up through all that he's been through and put a smile on and be able to talk the smack that he does, bro. There's a compilation video of him kind of talking shit and having fun with people, man. And this kid has a brilliant personality, man. And how dare them dudes come down on him like that? You know what, they should, in my opinion, be forced to bring that young man on their show, put that young man in their studio, apologize to that young man's face, and then listen to that young man's journey and struggle. Listen to that young man's testimony. People want to attack him because DT recognized him and support. They want to make it a racial thing, or they're using
left or
him as a
right thing.
right, or a political thing. Why can't it just be, hey, this kid's been through a lot and he aspires to be a police officer, which is what everybody's trying to go against right now. Man, come on, bro. I wish I could figure out a way to bring that kid to the next fight that I do. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad that the politics, are going to play more in the fact and then just appreciate a young man who's surviving, and so somebody tries to do something good for him. They always want to look down on him, and they're like, I don't even know if he's you know doubting his race and stuff. Like, what the hell?
I tell you what.
Why? Because Trump put him up there. I mean, a bunch of other people's, of course, Trump going to be the biggest one out of all of them, of course, put him the biggest stage. But man, I mean, come on now, leave it. It's a kid who's been through hell.
Check this out. This this is what I'll do, Ricky Pike. If anybody in the internet world, let's just say we have one video that catches traction and goes wild, let it be this one. If anybody knows this young man, knows his dad, knows his family, can get him to Memphis, Tennessee, I'll hook that kid up with the most awesome training session with law school MMA, the home of Danny Barlow, led by Memphis police officer Brian the Law Hall. And I'll get him cage side seats to any attitude fight that he can make it to Memphis for. Got shows May 3rd, May 31st, July 12th. In July, we got shows in August. I got shows in October. Jamie Grant, Memphis, Tennessee, DJ Daniel. We can make it happen. Spread the word, Ricky Pike. Do what you do, baby.
Yeah, for sure.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, we're beating up my mic here, but
It has
yeah,
springs. I could hear the springs harmonizing.
yeah, it does that sometimes. I need a new mount. When I upgrade, it's going to be one of the things I'll for sure upgrade. But that's going to limp along right now with this. I lost a screw to it down here on the bottom, and then yeah, it does what it wants to do. So
Ricky
but it
Pike,
works.
they talk about speaking your dreams into existence, right? Here's what we got. Imagine 100-foot by, in fact, 120 by 45 with a loft, open area, decked, trimmed like you wouldn't believe, with an outdoor studio for me. I'm gonna build some shit one of these days, bro.
Hell yeah.
Get out of this war zone of Midtown Memphis.
I'm getting my building moved tomorrow. I've been fighting with stuff all day, so the one I want to change over and convert it to new podcast studio and stuff.
There you go, bro.
It's getting moved tomorrow. I've been fighting. I've been trying to spread crushed concrete all day. That didn't happen. 3 different damn places.
Right.
Had to go buy some high dollar ass rock, put down, but it's all right.
Right. So, Ricky, do you believe in coincidences?
Sometimes they're little quinkadinks.
Like, how many coincidences do you think? Like there's things by chance, then there's coincidences, and then there's patterns, then there's conspiracy theories, and then there's data that just proves shit. All right, so check this out. Just walk with me here, Ricky Pike. So, did you know that the Maui police chief that was in charge of the evacuation during the fires of Maui that killed those people and destroyed that place just got named in the Diddy case?
I did see that. I had that saved in one of my little
Ricky
in my
Pike, did you
bookmarks.
know that he was the scene commander in the 2017 Las Vegas shooting?
Yes, I
Now,
did see that.
what are the odds that you show up in not one conspiracy, two conspiracies? Okay, this motherfucker showed up in 3 different conspiracies: Maui, Las Vegas, and he's in the Diddy case. Ricky, do you know what he's accused of doing in the Diddy case?
Go ahead, let everybody know.
From Mr. Colin Rugg on Twitter. Maui Police Chief John Peltier, named in Diddy lawsuit, is accused of being a co-conspirator. Pelletier is accused of being involved in a cover-up of a gang rape when he was working as a Las Vegas police captain. According to the accuser, he posed as a California sheriff's deputy and responded to an alleged gang rape. He then is accused of telling the victim to go home and gave no medical help. And apparently this all has to do with Diddy. You know,
Poor Diddy. They won't let him have bond for some reason. I don't understand it.
because that dude's got a list of extradition, no extradition countries memorized, like, and he's trying to get to any one of them he can, but there's a lot that you have to ask yourself, about things that you believe are real and not about some of these people, man, because you can't be tied to that many different things and not be part of some. I think what
How
I
many
think
more things?
right,
Makes you
right.
ask.
I think people need to understand that what you view as your everyday life is great, but I can tell you that there are subworlds within the realm that you live in that you have no idea of the shit that's going on. You know, people like this that's connected to all these different things, there's a reason that guy's in the position. Look, this motherfucker, lady freaks out after being gang raped. This dude gets a call and says, "Hey, I need you to come play police officer in another state. Come be a sheriff's deputy." He arrives to the scene, portrays himself as an active police member of another department. What I'll tell you is, coming up in the strip club industry, we used to have cops that got paid off too, that we'd have come to the club and deal with shit. They were the worst dudes, okay? This dude right here, this goes deeper than you can ever imagine. If Diddy got a dude like this right here on payroll, bruh, you can only imagine the people this dude's got on payroll. You talking
Oh, that's a list.
top level police officers. Come on, Ricky Pike.
Oh, there's a list. It's going to be hellacious deep now. Hellacious deep.
Yeah. I think one of the things that everybody's freaking out, Pam Bondi, Epstein, Diddy list, blah blah blah, right? Listen, we can't drop that as a if you're a prosecutor of a case, you can't drop names if you are running an active investigation. And truly in my heart, I believe that that's what's going on. And I think that that's why some of these people are starting to get jammed up, and we're seeing people kind of just fall off the map out of nowhere. Um,
And moving away.
bro, listen. So Rosie goes to Ireland. Do you know that Ireland is not part of an extradition treaty with the United States?
I did not know that.
I Googled that shit as soon as I saw it. I'm like, let me go to the Google. Guess what Google say? Google say, nope, they won't do it for criminal investigations. So, you know, I don't know, man. You know, they talk about, all these other documents that they're getting, from the Epstein list, and they can't release it yet because they've got to redact people's names. And, you know, look, bro, let's just do it. Let's just put all the documents on a piece on the table. Let's put a camera over the top of the table, and let's have a detective sit down. Let's just have a general person that's interested, say myself. And let's go through each piece of paper one at a time and show everybody what's on each individual piece of paper, and let people see for themselves who the client list was, who these people are, how many times they've been there, how many times they've had sex with girl A, B, C, D. You know, I want to know, does the log of visitors to the island match the flight log of people exiting the island? I want to know if anybody was brought to that island to be murdered. Ricky Pike, you can clip that and post that, because that's not a question I bet damn anybody has asked. People going to the island versus people leaving the island. Ricky Pike, I would be willing to bet my left nut that those numbers don't add up.
I wouldn't doubt it. I
Mm.
mean, there's just too much. It's just
Look,
too
we're
much.
gonna have to put $1 million on it
And
for
we-
anybody trying to take that bet. I got to have some solid 7-figure income coming if you're taking a nut. Okay, like, and I need a prosthetic replacement. I mean, I can be one ball and all, but we got to make it look right. Okay, 7 figures.
Get you-
Make the bet.
Okay, get you a little sack of marbles and find the one that you like the best.
Dude, that'd be awesome. Listen, if I was going to get a prosthetic ball, I think I would have
Uh-oh,
to
you-
have 3 of them. You know, let's just get a third one in there to really confuse the ladies. You know, oh my God, is that a
Oh,
growth?
what's going on here?
Can you
I
not hear
can't
me?
hear
What
you.
happened?
I see you moving. I see you talking.
What the fuck?
Oh, there it goes.
It had to have been on you, bro.
Maybe so.
Yeah,
Hell,
I'm
I
just
don't
doing
know.
full out
I've seen
comedy
it.
over here, and you're ignoring me. It's fine, Ricky. It's fine.
I seen it going. Hopefully everybody else heard. That's all main thing. As long as they heard. Mm.
Oh man. Oh man. Let's see.
Well,
What else?
speaking of comedy, hey, let me
run it.
share this. Speaking of comedy, y'all got one of the greatest of all time. In case you're wondering how to spot a Democrat.
This is Mr. Montgomery. I'm weeks ago in New York.
How are you? You live here? Yes. Well, maybe you know what a zombie is. When a person dies and is buried, it seems there's certain voodoo priests who have the power to bring him back to life.
Horrible.
It's worse than horrible because a zombie has no will of his own. You see them sometimes walking around blindly with dead eyes, following orders, not knowing what they do, not caring.
You mean like Democrats?
Oh God.
That one there I could actually download. I actually downloaded that one, so I had to save that just in case.
Were those gunshots? Or was that him tapping on the door?
Gunshots, door wraps, all the same shit in Memphis.
Bro,
Hell,
you
no
gotta
big
ask
deal.
those questions, man. I mean,
No big deal.
so check this out. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick tonight made a statement that President Trump wants no taxes for people who make less than $150K a year.
I saw that just a little while ago when I was scrolling through fun stuff.
No taxes.
Sounds good to me.
I just hope somebody that makes, 13 grand a year doesn't still get 12,000 in a tax refund.
Yeah, I wonder about the tax refunds and stuff. How would that work out? But would they start cutting? Would that be cut out?
Right.
I mean, how would you get a refund if you're not paying any taxes anyway?
Right. I just want. I don't mind paying taxes, bro. Like I don't. If the money that I am paying taxes for is being used to contribute to the things in society like they're supposed to, versus what I don't want to pay for is I don't want to pay for all this shit going on overseas that we're funneling money into, knowing damn well that top level administrators are the people that are reaping the 6 and 7 figure incomes off of it. You know what I mean? Politicians and the kickbacks that look, people want to pretend like it doesn't happen, or maybe it's not as bad as you think, bro. These motherfuckers are robbing us blind.
For real.
Yeah.
But Jamie, the Ukrainians are more American than us.
You know what? Let me tell you something. Which maniac moron said that? Which one was that?
Here you go. I got you.
The person who's watching,
yes.
who just heard you say Donald Trump is not standing up for Ukraine. What do you say to the person who says, well, I don't care about Ukraine. I want Donald Trump to stand up for America. What do you say to them?
I don't know where you got that. I mean, I don't have time for it.
Yes, but we hear it. We hear it.
Here's the thing. Where did you grow up? Did you grow up in a place where you thought the Russians were the good guys? What part of America did you grow up in where they taught you the Russians were the good guys and our allies were the bad guys? That's the flip here that we need to continue to remind people. The Russians are the bad guys. They're raping women. They're killing children. They're bombing cities. The Ukrainians are the noble good guys. In some ways, they're more American than we are over the last couple of years. And we must stand with them in the same way we stood with the Allies in World War II and since this country was founded. This is not just about Ukraine. This is about the core and the integrity of American values. And that's what he's also betraying. Not just Ukraine, he's betraying America.
Somebody should beat him with a wet water hose
But
until
Russians
he
were
can recite the Pledge of Allegiance, the national anthem, and the Gettysburg Address.
the Russians actually helped. Well, I was an ally in World War II.
Yes.
We were
Didn't
fighting the Germans.
Didn't the Russians liberate Auschwitz?
But you know how funny they forget. You know, it's just because of propaganda and old movies and stuff. You know, you've been watching these damn movies for all these years, like, you know, always Russia's the bad guy. But what about? I'm gonna leave it. Ooh, excuse me. Well, what about Russia protecting Christians right now over there?
Right. Right. For people that don't know, man, holy cow, like there's footage coming out of Syria right now is back under ISIS. Well, the first CIA, it's under CIA control. The first thing you have to understand that ISIS is not ISIS without U.S. funding. Okay. In Libya right now, there is a mass genocide going on where alleged ISIS members of ISIS are going around to different villages and just whacking Christians, like hundreds at a time, women, children, it doesn't matter, you know, and nobody wants to acknowledge that that's happening over there. You know, I mean, look, you know, and people want to say, well, Palestine, look, man, listen, those people are suffering too. You know what I mean? Like there's some fucked up shit going on over there, but let's not pretend like it's not going on over here just because you want to pretend like you want it only to matter over there. You know, when the situation's fucked on both sides, you know, and I love what Donald Trump said. He said, you know, he goes, I don't, what they ask him, who do you want to be the winner? He said, I don't want there to be a winner. He said, I just want the killing to stop. You know, in war, who was right is dictated by the winner, and there is no right in war. You can, you know, the U.S., even though we think we've been on the right side of every conflict, look, man, we have done some fuckery, you know. So, you know, war is evil on both sides, you know.
Oh, for sure. I don't know. That's, you know, like that reporter for CNN was trying to hem up Trump about that. Was like, you know, which side, trying to make him choose a side. He's like, I want all the bloodshed to stop. I don't want not just one or the other.
Right. Right. Well, it looks like they're going to shut down the gov, which is fun. Democrats are going to block the CR bill. I don't remember what it was for. It could fuck whatever it means. They want
I
it to
got a
be
fun
Trump's
video
fault.
now
So
where,
Trump's the
you
reason
know,
the country got shut down.
You know, before they were sitting there raising hell, they've always raised hell about that, you know, talking about, well, why is, you know, oh, it's the Republicans trying to make us, we lose the government. We're blah, blah, blah. But now all of a sudden it's on the other foot. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Now it's on the other foot, and it's like, oh, wait a minute, we're going to do this. You know, it's for the people. Get out
It's
of here.
always for the
Which
people,
one
sir.
is? It's always for the people.
Republicans are marching America to a painful government shutdown. But we need traditional Republicans to break with MAGA extremists so we can keep the government open.
Republican shutdown will cost 6,306 of her constituents their paychecks.
Put the bill on the floor for an up or down vote so we can end this MAGA Republican nightmare. And if you don't, you own this government shutdown.
And we could put the threat of a shutdown behind us. Our agreement would keep the government open, provide emergency aid for communities battered by hurricanes and other natural disasters.
It's about the harm that House Republicans will do to the American people if the government shuts down.
One Democrat said to me, they feel like they have a mandate from their constituents to shut down the government.
Yes, there are some raising the possibility of shutting down the government in March.
We will use whatever power we have, and fundamentally, we're not going to vote for something that undermines the American people.
To withhold votes, do Democrats have the stomach?
I certainly hope so. I know that I'm not going to vote for their proposal for sure.
Are you prepared to shut down the government, to join Democratic colleagues who want to stand in the way of keeping the government open?
Well, there are
Is
simply
that
trying
yes?
So yes, look, if we have to take steps.
14 days from now, government shutdown is looming.
If we don't believe that we have a willing partner on the other side, then we need to stay united and not bail out President Trump.
And yet, at the same time, in order for a lot of voters to fully understand what Elon Musk and Donald Trump are doing, people are unfortunately going to have to feel some of that. And the only way that that happens is that the shutdown happens.
Well, it's easy to cause it and then blame it on other people because you don't get what you want. You know what I mean?
That is their MO.
Right.
Absolutely their MO right now.
You know, it's kind of funny, man. So I'm ashamed to admit it, but I'm a Call of Duty nerd. Okay. I play Call of Duty every single night from 10 p.m. to 12 or sometimes 1 a.m. And I play with the most diverse group of individuals you can possibly imagine, you know. But I've got one friend who is just the Donald Trump hater. Absolutely hates the orange man. And when we had the conversation about him the other night, he told me, he's like, oh, you know, fuck you, Donald Trump, blah, blah, blah. And then he goes, but, you know, he has done some good things. And then he goes, you know, I got to give him that. But, you know, I mean, still, man, fuck that guy. I'm like, well, what's he done bad? Can't articulate a single point other than fuck that guy. But, you know,
That's the crazy part. Like, okay, if you don't like somebody, you know,
you usually know why.
You know, not just because you're told that he's evil. You know, that's not the reasoning. Because you know, it's like the old saying is that, well, if everybody's telling you to jump off a freaking side of this cliff with no parachute, you're going to do the same thing too. Because hell, that's you know, but the hypocrisy of them all is so funny. Like this clip right here. They're saying it's terrible what's going on, but then you find old footage.
There is no question that there is an enormous amount of waste and fraud and abuse in this government. There is no question to my mind that Congress has not been vigilant enough in rooting out that waste and fraud to the tune of billions and billions of dollars. I would simply say that while it is absolutely appropriate to condemn the Congress, it is also important to note that we have an administration in this city, in Washington, D.C., and the function of an administration is to administer. And that means that when there is waste and fraud, you have an administration who should also be on top of that situation. There is no question that there is an enormous amount of waste and fraud and abuse.
And that's what they're doing now, isn't it?
Right.
He just said it. But I guess because Obama was president then, or back in 2008, then it's okay. It's okay then.
Well, it all depends on it all depends on who's saying it, if it's okay. Remember when Democrats talked about, the border and, deporting people and accountability, everything was fine. Everything was fine. Orange man says it, bad. Like, what the hell?
It's just like Kamala was, trying to run with the no tips, and no tax on tips and all that. And then now, as soon as he's president, he's trying to do away with, oh, that's terrible. That's, it don't help nobody. And,
Right. I don't understand.
Stuff like here, when you hear stuff like this, so in the same realm of caca.
This explains why they go away from the public most of the time.
The president reaches over and he grabs my arm and he says, the speaker and I just need a couple minutes together. Will y'all just leave us alone? So everybody leaves, and he and I are standing awkwardly in the middle of the Oval Office. And I said, Mr. President, thanks for the moment. I got some big national security things I need to talk to you about. But first, can I ask you a question? Why did you pause LNG exports to Europe? And he looks at me stunned and he said, I didn't do that. I said, yes, you did. It was an executive order like 3 weeks ago. No, I didn't do that. And he's arguing with me. I said, Mr. President, respectfully, can I go out here and ask your secretary to print it out? We'll read it together. You definitely did that. And he goes, oh, you talk about natural gas. What I did is I signed this thing we're going to conduct a study on the effects of LNG. I said, no, you're not, sir. You paused it. I have the export terminals in my state. I talked to those people this morning. It occurred to me he was not lying to me. He genuinely did not know what he had signed.
This explains why they kept Joe away.
There it is. And then there are people right now questioning, well, if we know that cognitively he was not in the mindset to issue the executive orders or the pardons that he did and everything was done with this auto electronic signature, what's the validity of these orders and pardons? And I got to tell you, Ricky, if the dude was out of his fucking mind and everybody knew it and people are pushing this shit through and just auto signing his name to it, first of all, retract and roll them all back. Everybody gets fucked. Fuck Hunter Biden, fuck General Milley, fuck everybody else that got a fat juicy pardon, okay? And then arrest the people that drafted these documents. They've got a trail of which PC was used to drop that signature on that document. Go back through that document trail, through that chain, find that person and arrest them. Because somebody was giving that person orders to do it. And if you want to dismantle the deep state, you've got to find out who's pushing the orders down. Where are they coming from?
For sure. I mean, yeah, for the ones that don't know, it's let me share this video for the ones that don't know about the auto pen.
This is wild. An investigation done by the Heritage Foundation's Oversight Project discovered that almost every single signature of Joe Biden's during his presidency was signed using an auto pen, meaning that all of the documents that he signed were being used by a computer-saved signature and not done by hand. They found that almost every signature was auto pen, except for one of the most famous ones on the letter where he was announcing he was dropping out for running for president last election. As you can see here, auto pen, and then here it is on the letter of him dropping out of the race. Clearly a different signature, and you can see also it is underlined. Now, auto pen is not new. It's legally been around for the president since 2005, since President Bush's presidency, but it's typically used while presidents are on vacation, like Barack Obama in 2013. The 60 plus days that President Trump has been president, we've watched him by hand sign a whole lot of executive orders and documents. So now people are bringing up the 7 pardons that were signed on January 19th, President Joe Biden's last day in office, saying that they were all auto pen. Other people are more concerned with that signature with the underline that was used when he dropped out of the race, wanting to bring in question different clemency orders and pardons that were signed using that same underline signature, quite different from the auto pen. Now, could President Joe Biden have had 2 totally different signatures? Absolutely. But with his cognitive decline, there are a lot of questions that are coming up. As always, I want to hear what you think about all of this down below.
And I want to hear what you think about all of this down below. Leave your comment. Don't forget to like, follow, and share. Deuces. Flips hair.
Yes, please. Yeah. I mean, you're looking at if somebody else was signing all that and just getting all their buddies off, and Sleepy Joe was just asleep, you know.
Yeah, that dude was not checked in at all, Ricky Pike. And he had not been in,
No, I mean,
years.
What was the guy? We brought it up last week or a couple weeks ago about the guy who wrote a book on it, talking about how the decline of Joe Biden. Though he's been telling us forever, like, oh, he's good. He's sharp as a tack now.
He's sharp as a tack. You know, I'm going to tell you, he runs circles around me. I can't keep up with him. Get the fuck out of here, man. Every one of those people that repeated that lie, I'm going to go back to it, should be beat with a wet water hose. Okay, like, until you've had your ass whooped with a half a piece of water hose that's still a little damp, you don't know how bad shit hurts. Okay.
Go find some willow trees and start schwack.
Could you imagine telling a grown ass man, a politician, I don't care how old they are, 80 years old, Nancy Pelosi, go get your own stick off the tree. And it better not be a shitty one either. I'd have a fucking heyday with it. Oh, I'd have so much fun.
Sit back and record and laugh. Yeah, Don, that's one of the batch of pardons was Fauci. Good old Fauci.
Good old Fauci. Man, I sure miss seeing him on TV every day. You know, wasn't it fun? Wasn't it fun? You know, him telling us that the vaccine was going to save our lives. Remember, if only the unvaccinated are dying. Did you see Germany just released a... Hey, let me interrupt you. Did you see Germany just released a report that said they had more people die from reactions to the mRNA vaccine than they did COVID deaths?
And he was over here, and there's footage of him after talking to everybody with his mask on. As soon as the cameras are supposed to have been off, he pulled his mask off.
Right.
Or he's at ball games with no mask on. But for our YouTube friends that are listening on YouTube, not our guests, our YouTube people, we are not doctors. We are just talking. We don't give you any doctor advice. What is the spew? We are not doctors. Yeah. Okay. Don't give me another check mark, YouTube. That's all I say. We are not doctors. All right. Now back to the fun and games. I'm almost got the check mark off. I got like a week and a half. I got my last check mark. One more.
That's funny. Let's see.
What do you think about the people who are attacking Tesla being labeled as domestic terrorists?
Look, bro. There are a lot of people that I think should be labeled as domestic terrorists. And I'm almost betting that people that are within that crowd are the same demographic of people that are in other crowds that I think should be labeled as domestic terrorists. Okay. I'm going to start with, oh my God, I can't believe I'm going to say this.
Jamie getting canceled again. Let me put his.
Oh,
Let's
I
put
can't
his
even
Twitter
do it.
handle out there.
I can't even do it. You know, all right, let's go pattern behavior again, okay? If I can track you, and we all know it's available through data, okay? Because your cell phone leaves a footprint of everywhere you go. Your cell phone is so precise in the house that that motherfucker knows when you're standing in your bathroom, sleeping in your bed, or standing in front of your fridge. Guaranteed, okay? So you could literally go back and go through geofencing and look at these different protest locations and find the common devices that are synced between them and find a pattern of people that are either professional paid protesters or people that are leading that movement. You know what I mean? I 100% believe that all these protests, whether they're LGBT, pro-Palestine, Black Lives Matter, abortion, women's rights, you pick the theme of the week, and it's all coordinated by this little same group of people that are all tied together. I'm going to go back to gambling again. I'm going to put my right nut on this one. Okay. Now, if anybody wants to take those bets, look, we're up to about 10 mil for both my nuts.
Damn. Fuck having kids.
Fuck them kids.
You get paid for that? Amazing. So some pack.
You really are getting paid for this?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, definitely. 100% I'm getting paid for this.
That's that USAID money going to work, son.
You really are getting paid for this?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, definitely.
Soros, baby. Good old Soros. Yeah. You know, that's amazing. I've seen lately a lot more. I've even seen it on the news actually popping up and calling out Soros. I'm like, oh, look at that. That's interesting. Interesting.
Yeah, there's just a lot of sideways shit with these people, man. And you know, like I said, patterns are when you start documenting things and you look at data, you can't dispute data. Okay. And when you start seeing patterns where the same people are in the same places or the same events or hanging around the same groups of people, cell phone data gives up everything, bro. You know, and I'll tell you what I'm waiting for. I'm still waiting on the Donald Trump Atlanta court case where he's going to, or Georgia court case with the election issues, where he's going to go down there and he's going to disrupt the entire fucking system because he's going to be allowed to present evidence. And what people that are on this whole, hey, nothing was wrong with the election, it was completely fine, man, let me tell you, the data that they have from the cell phone devices. Dinesh D'Souza, when they made the movie 3,000 Mules or 2,000 Mules, whatever it was, they only made that film focusing on just a shot glass in a 5-gallon bucket of water. You know what I mean? They only focused on such a small group when they have all this data from cell phone tracking data from different locations. They have the CCTV footage from all of the polling locations from the federal government cams that were set up viewing these places. They've got the tags, license plates, vehicle makes, models. They know who the people are and where they lived because of the cell phone tracking data that were dropping multiple ballots, hundreds of ballots. Hey, most secure election ever, Ricky Pike.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ever forget it. And if you doubt it, you're racist. I'm sure.
DG said, Don said if you sell both your nuts, you only if you replace them with 4 marbles, so you can have.
No, I think there definitely has to be 3. 4 is too much. It's an oddity, but 3 makes somebody go, "What?"
Well,
You
it'd
know,
be like
when they're
like
it's
Terminator.
they're they're playing
Oh
with
no,
it.
not
It's,
Terminator. What's that Schwarzenegger movie with the 3-titted woman?
oh, fucking Total
Total
Recall.
Recall. Yeah, Total Recall. I said it like
Total
soon as
Recall.
popular. Yeah, yeah.
That's funny, man.
So you'll be like the Total Recall woman, except for you get in trouble if you show them off.
Well, I mean, because and if you get 3, you can use them like the pendulum, where you pull one to the side and it clicks the other one, and it just goes back and forth like this. I mean, it could be freaky. I'm down for some freaky
I don't
shit.
know. It'd be if they get that rhythm going, they might like it like that. I don't know that little extra vibration going on.
We are fucking horrible. We have derailed like a champ this evening. But that's what we do.
When do we ever on a rail? I haven't figured that one out yet, but here we go.
Whoa, that's not good.
Oh, I don't need this. I'm already late.
Somebody will come. Anybody out there?
Do you have a phone?
No. Sorry. Somebody! Hello? There are 2 people stuck on an escalator and we need help. Now, would somebody please do something? I don't believe this. You gotta be kidding me.
I'm gonna cry.
Well, there's not enough left to do. So.
Funny.
The bad thing is, we know that's a parody, but the bad thing is, we know there's some people that truly would do that. They were just like, what can I do? Like, get to stepping, you dumbass. But
hang on, I gotta text the boss real quick.
Yeah, we won't talk about that yet. I got a bunch of fun stuff. Oh, did you see Charlie Kirk
No.
on Newsom's podcast? Oh, that was pretty.
I heard he was on it. I think I saw one clip from it.
James, you'll never find me on Instagram. I understand that, James. It's a pretty good one.
There it is. No, they're not. They are not going to go along with it anymore. Things have changed.
No. No, for sure.
You know, and I think they need to. You know, we need to start calling mental disorders, and not normalcy. Some of these people have absolutely lost their fucking mind. And it's like the more they lose their mind, the more we propel them to a higher level of stature. And, you know, in my personal opinion, fuck these people and their feelings, because, if we live in a society where everybody has to cater to somebody else's emotional state, we
You
are in
can't make
for
everybody
some
happy.
we are in for some major hardship, Ricky Pike. You know what I'm
You
saying?
can't make
Like,
everybody happy. You see that you've seen like even during the the election, how the left was eating the left because one side of the left was on one side of certain things and the other side of it, they're protesting each other. You can't make everybody happy. You can't cater to everybody's little beck and whim and keep your own humanity and
right.
your own sanity.
What kind of
You
person
know,
do you want to be to please everybody? Who is, who are you, and who are you as an individual if you're the kind of person that thinks that I have to follow everybody's opinion of whatever it is because it's the thing to do?
yeah, I mean, because so they never have their own truly opinion. They all they can do is what they're going to float along to whoever tells them what today's. Here's what you're supposed to. They wake up and they get their morning. Okay, this is how I'm supposed to feel today. Well, that goes against what I thought was supposed to feel yesterday. But okay, this is how I feel. And um, you know, it's absolutely crazy. And speaking of damn California and crazy, I don't know if you've seen this or not. I had to save this because this is kind of sad.
I'm Rick Palizzi. We are out here today because the treehouse that I built with a carpenter friend 24 years ago is coming down. The city has started a criminal trial on it, and that trial is on Wednesday. And the city is going to make me pay for court costs, and it's just kind of being a bully. And so I'm taking it down. We're paying for it to get taken down, so they dismiss the charges. I do not want to go to court on Wednesday, so that's why this is all coming down. Been a lot of people, and that's been great to hear how many people it affected. And we're here at Halloween. We did a big Halloween display called Boney Island, and everybody's been coming by. Grown-up people saying, I was here when I was 12 and 13, and that's nice to hear. And you have fond memories of the treehouse, and I'm thrilled to hear that. I'm glad they got to experience it. When I moved in, I just saw these 3 trees in a triangle, and I thought we could build something cool in it maybe. And we started a platform and just kept going up till we ran out of tree basically. And it was a nice hangout, and we always let people go in it. We were never stingy about it. If we were out here, come see the treehouse. You'll get a kick out of it. So we were always open with it. Same with Halloween. It was free, family friendly. I just wanted everybody to get together. I like community events, and I thought it brought people together. We didn't know a lot of neighbors. People keep to themselves, it seems like, in some of these communities. And so I did it so we could meet neighbors and hang out and have fun. And we made tons of friends. So much goodwill. I would not change a thing. I would do it again in a second.
Well,
Like all this shit going on, fires and everything, homeless population out this fucking world. And this is what they worried about. They worry about this poor man's treehouse. Like, come on now.
oh my God, my treehouse.
It's been there for 20 something years. Like, it's not like he just built the damn thing last week. Uh, it's it's been there for 24 fucking years. Like, oh, now it's a problem. What the fucking hell is wrong with it? Who complained, or was it just one of them little fuckers coming around saying, "Wait a minute, you got to have a permit. Did you get your permit?"
Everything needs a permit. Everybody. Oh, let's see. What's Dan Crenshaw being dogged about? Oh, Dan ain't going on Tucker's show. Anyway, I got sidetracked. Oh, dude, there's just so much. Like it's crazy. Oh, fun story. Did you see that Michelle Obama has a new podcast?
I saw that today.
Do
I
you
seen she had.
know that in their first 4 episodes, they have a combined 20,000 views?
She's a rock and roll, man. We're
Ricky Pike, I think that I have probably more followers than she does on that video stream. Like,
it's not much. I was looking on that. You would think it would be so much more. I'm looking for which one of these will. All this effed up stuff.
bro, I've got Whitney over here on the couch dying laughing right now.
Nap time's best with friends.
I can eat 6 out of the 7 things in that basket. Oh, that is just funny. That is too funny. I'm sending all kind of horrible stuff to Whitney.
He found a big enough stick.
Oh my God, that dog! Look at that little trot, man. He is just a happy dog.
Yeah, he's proud of himself.
Heck yeah, man. Dude, I mean, he
Yeah.
should be. Looks like a
He is
fucking
carrying
chihuahua carrying a baseball bat.
He's carrying a fucking tree. I've been carrying shit like that around lately, throwing it at the like hell.
Oh, that's funny. Oh man, kind of a slow week this week, man.
Wish you'd been slow for me. Of course, I've been getting ready for getting land ready. I've been Saturday and Sunday. I worked a bunch of hours cutting trees and almost died. No big deal. No, it wasn't that bad. But I did break my truck in half and broke my friend's dad's chainsaw. So we dropped a tree on the chainsaw, and then I hooked it up to my truck, going to snatch it up and snatch it down and drag it down to the bottom of the hill like I've done to all the other trees. Of course, this one's quite a bit bigger, and kind of broke my truck in half. And yeah,
Cool.
only thing holding together is the wooden bed that I put on it. The frame is completely
Done, huh?
done. I'm gonna have to.
Finish.
I'm gonna patch her back together and little super glue, little zip ties. She's gonna be good as new.
Super glue goes a long way, my brother. I mean, usually.
Little Gorilla Glue, little JB Weld. Shit, we're gonna be. One more sweet video then we'll get back to bullshit. Guy makes wheelchairs for doggies.
That's pretty cool.
Everybody needs a hand sometimes. That's why Jamie started his business.
That's right. I was just
Him and
thinking that
Whitney.
as you said that there. Yeah,
Little
we did.
segue. Hell, we're
Look
getting
at you
professional.
segueing. Professional. Hi. Welcome to Adaptability Home Services. I'm your crippled owner, Jamie Grant. A company for cripples by cripples. For anybody that gets mad or upset about me using the word cripple so casually, I too am a fellow cripple. Once certified with my temporary handicap parking permit that I've had for 25 years now. Because apparently a temporary handicap can last 2.5 decades. I shattered both my hips, my pelvis. I had to learn how to walk again after my heart stopped in the middle of the road. Apparently, that's what happens when you hit a truck doing 85 miles an hour on a motorcycle. Now, people ask funny questions like, Jamie, did you see the light? And as a matter of fact, I did. There were helicopters. There was a helicopter, but there were a lot of emergency vehicles, lights on the cop car, the ambulance, the fire truck, lights everywhere. And then people say, hey, Jamie, did you see the man? Did you see God? And I'm like, you know what? As a matter of fact, I did. He told me to tell you if you've got 20, I'm good for it. I am good for it. But yeah, I'm done playing. So yeah, no, I joke, I play, I kid. Yeah, I am pretty messed up. I walk with a fun limp. It's fun, but I still do well. My girlfriend does not walk that well. She has no legs. I mean, that's just what it is. She could try. It'd be fun to watch. We do jujitsu and she stands up on him. I push her down. It's easy to do because she doesn't have any legs.
It's kind of me.
She's on the couch fucking dying laughing right now.
Get out of here.
So Adaptability Home Services. We created a company. It's definitely geared towards non-medical services for people with Alzheimer's, dementia, people that find themselves in a situation where they may need a helping hand for a few days, a few weeks, a few months, or a long-term situation. Licensed, bonded, insured through the state of Tennessee. We serve Tennessee, North Mississippi, Northeast Arkansas as well, and we've actually just secured North Alabama. We are going to have a branch based out of the Birmingham area. I've got a young lady that's going to work as my account manager there that's going to be pushing our product through Northern Alabama. So yeah, man, if you need help, we've got you. Alzheimer, dementia, respite care. We've got, I mean, I've got over 250 people right now that are ready to go to work. I mean, I got caregivers and PCAs for days from Mississippi, Arkansas, Tennessee to Northern Alabama. I got people all over the South that are ready to go to work. So if you need help, man, look, I don't care where you are. I will find somebody to help you no matter where you are. We take long-term health insurance. So if your coverage has long-term care coverage, we accept that. A lot of times that means there's no out-of-pocket expense for you. Give us a call, contact us for a free consultation. We'll come to your home. I don't care where in the South you are. I will find somebody to work for you. So we make it happen, baby.
Keep on keeping on, and he keeps on growing and be nationwide.
That's the plan. Yeah, man. It's actually. Like, you have no idea how many people actually use the service. Like, I started talking to people that are in the business already, and you find out that a lot of widows use this service. Husband passes, their care provider, the person that took care of everything, and these women are often lost. You need somebody around the house, handyman, somebody come help do things. That's what we've got. I'm hoping, my goal, I think we set it at like 25 clients by the end of the year, and now I'm thinking I want 25 clients in each region that I'm in, so, who knows, man, hopefully this thing kicks off and by the end of the year, I'm freaking slammed. So
Yeah,
we'll see.
Problems of being busy for sure.
Man, that is a good problem to have, my brother. That's not a problem. That's a solution. That's a payday solution is what that is.
Oh, for sure.
People are like, man, I got to work all the time. Oh, you mean you got to make money all the time? I would bitch too. I hate making money.
Yeah, Connie made a comment. She's like, man, you're getting busy, aren't you? And I was like, yeah. I said, that's good, though.
That's what you
Had
need,
some
man.
more. Had a couple more day classes and had people here and there reaching out. So it's a steady growing.
Heck yeah, man.
Thing keeps me
Beautiful
busy.
thing, brother.
Between the gym and me been working on that land, getting that stuff ready. And
how many days a week are you in the gym?
Minimum 4. Usually at least 5. A lot of time. And then been trying to do everything else. Been my days off. Like today, I got up at like 6 this morning and jumped up and hit the door running. And I didn't sit down till 6 this evening. Driving
There
back
you
and
go.
forth, driving the skid steer, dragging trees.
Right.
Picking up material, bring it back up there, getting stuck, pull myself out.
What'd you use to pull yourself out?
Skid steer.
Okay.
Luckily, I had that skid steer there. I knew that was going to happen because on my dually, I got street highway tires, and they don't like to be. Uh-oh. You hit mute that time. That one's on you. On the screen.
Oh,
There you go.
hey, we're back. Sorry, I was talking to Whitney and accidentally muted it on both of them.
It's good.
Yeah, I'm sitting here working on a couple different things. I'm updating her website, and a file she sent me is in a PDF instead of a JPEG. Fun times, man. Man, what you got coming up? You got anybody fighting here soon?
Might have up might have Tony going up to Missouri,
Mm-hmm.
and then I got his name out. Got a couple people's name out for later. I know I'm gonna try to have some guys on the August card. We got we're gonna do a quintet tournament in May.
Yeah, you were telling me about that.
Yeah, this one's gonna be fun. $2,500 prize to the winner.
Nice, nice.
So I'm bringing. I like the belts, but they were
Hey,
joking. It's like
Cash.
we're gonna split it. We're gonna split it 5 ways or 6. I said that's y'all's money. I said, but y'all, if y'all want to go buy me dinner that night, I won't argue with that. But if we win that 2,500, and I said that's y'all's money, but for sure, because that means y'all gonna earn it, because they're gonna be, everybody else is gonna be thinking the same thing. Like, hey, $2,500, it's gonna be, yeah, they're gonna be coming for blood. You know, what's gonna be fun. Got that coming up. Like I said, moving the building tomorrow, so then start working on that some more and getting that ready and getting house sold and moved, and
You sold your house. Wow.
trying to sell it. I'm working on it.
Right.
Reaching out to a few people and get some. Maybe we can do something.
Right.
Get to the point where I can. Hopefully, get to the point for just a little bit. I'll be debt free for a minute there. I'm gonna just sit back and go.
It's a beautiful thing when that happens, ain't it?
Then I'll get back in debt for a little bit, but to get some other stuff I want. But I'm gonna have a moment there. I'm gonna sit back and go.
Isn't there something they call good debt though? Like,
You got to be in debt to have credit, though. That's the bad thing. So you have to be in debt, or your credit score goes to junk. My grandfather had that happen. Hell, he had a shit ton of money in the bank and all kinds of stuff, and then he stopped using because he used cash all the time, and all of a sudden he went to just get a little loan just to, I forget for what the hell it was for or whatever, or just looked into it, and he was like, he didn't have no credit. He had to start, then he started getting little loans and stuff, trying to build his credit back up again because he didn't use it in so long that hell it went away, which is sad. That's just part of the system, the evil.
oh yeah, you got to use it. Got to use it. You know. If you sit around with credit that you're not using, it's gonna go down.
That and credit cards, they'll cut them off. Like if you're not using that credit card, like I got one, they sent me a notification. He's like, if you don't use it soon, we're going to cut it off. I'm like, and then that hurts your credit because that's a closed account.
Right. Right.
And your credit, you don't have as much credit then, it's just crazy.
Right.
Rigged ass system.
Well, of course it is. Like I said, I've said it before. It's all rigged against us. It's a big club, and we ain't in it. Got to have money to make money. We ain't got it. It's.
It's a big club, and you ain't in it. You and I are not in the big club.
I got that on quick. I got that on my quick thing over here to the side. And this one here for all of the shit that we see all the time.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
For everybody who listens, watch CNN every day.
Yeah, Whitney's book is coming out in 2 months. God, almost
Oh,
2 months from
nice.
today. I'm sitting here updating her website. In fact, it's already up if people want to go check it out and give me their honest
Yeah,
feedback on it.
here, share it. Share it on the screen.
WhitneyLavender.com. Yeah, I guess I can I? Let's see.
Put it
Let's
put
go
it on the
to
screen, my friend,
let's go
for the
to
world can see.
WhitneyLavender.com. There we go. Where are you at? You're over here on this screen. Share screen, Whitney Lavender. That's her. Amputee, author, advocate. She's pretty awesome.
Motivational speaker.
Yeah, so this is her character that she has. Wrong screen. This is the screen I'm trying to mess with here. Here we go. Let's make it where it fits. But yeah, man, kind of fun thing. A little coloring page that she's got here. What we're doing is she's actually got a lot of these printed with some coloring book packages that she got. And Whitney travels a lot, so she's in the airport all the time. If you ever see a little woman hauling ass in her chair, hair blowing in the wind, blonde hair, it's Whitney. She's flying through Dallas Airport, Memphis Airport, Amarillo Airport. But she passes out the little coloring pages with, packs of crayons to the kids, and the idea is, that they color the coloring page and, in turn upload it to, the social media feed so Whitney can see who her fans are and they got a chance to win an autographed book. So, we got a bunch of different things going on, man. And this is just the first book that she's got of a couple that are going to drop hopefully within the next year, so, but it's kind of cool, man. About Whitney. So, yeah, man. Whitney Lavender got a hell of a story, man. Double amputee, lost both of her legs during a very weird incident where she fell, developed some nerve damage, and yeah, freaking they took one of her legs. It ends up spreading into her other leg. They take her other leg. What do? Learn to live in a wheelchair, and then create a company teaching other people how to do the same.
Nothing wrong with that.
I think it's
Taking
a good
a
idea, man.
taking a negative and turning into a positive for sure.
It's about the only way to do it, man.
Mm-hmm.
About the only way to do it. So I think her website is up to date. She's dropping it tomorrow. It's officially going to be shared to the world tomorrow. So hopefully we get some good response off of it. She wrote a children's book as her first book. Her story is actually pretty wild. And if you get ready for that book to drop, it goes into detail about some of the things that she went through physically, mentally, and yeah, man, fun story. Fun, eye-opening story. You sit around and you're like, man, my fucking life sucks. And then you look at somebody who has been through some shit that their life should suck, but yet they're finding a way to thrive in it, and I think people like Whitney are a good example of, hey, shit's fucked up. It don't have to be. Live your best life in whatever your condition is, and let's go get it. So hopefully she can be an inspiration to others. I mean, she inspires me. She makes me get out of bed every day and live my life. Mostly because she
There you go.
yells at me. It's like, get up, go make coffee. Are you going to get out of bed yet? I mean,
Have you cooked the bacon yet, you asshole?
I'm going to tell you,
Yeah,
without her story and motivation, I don't know how I could get up every day. Screaming, yelling, pulling the blanket off me. She hasn't poured ice water on me yet, but I think it could come. It's I don't know, Ricky. I don't know.
I'll say James commented Salcedo Paranormal there in the chat. He said nerve damage is no fun. He was born that way with optical nerve damage. He said it didn't develop all the way, but James has turned around. He's got a podcast. He's wrote a bunch of books.
Right.
You know, he hadn't let that legally blind issue stop him from doing what he loves to do. So,
You know, man, I had my motorcycle wreck back in '99, and I had my accident, you know, right before my 24th birthday. Here I am in the best physical condition that a 23-year-old kid can be in. You know what I mean? I was in the process of trying to go back to the Marine Corps. In fact, I had just re-enlisted. I was supposed to go back on that Friday, and my accident happened on Tuesday. Um, so, you know, like my first year after my accident, man, I was mad because I had already had all these dreams, goals, and things that I thought I was going to go do and accomplish, and all of a sudden, none of that shit's happening. You know, you're not going to do this. You're not going to be a Marine anymore. You're never going to train again. You're never going to fight again. You're never going to get to do any of the shit you used to do. No running, no biking. They told me I may never walk again. You know, and then I start walking again. Then I start doing a little bit better. I start moving around a little bit better. A year after my accident, actually a year and 2 days after my motorcycle accident, I went on my first skydive. And then I spent the next 10 years pouring thousands into the sport. I bought my gear. I got over 210 jumps now. I've been jumping a couple times a year regularly up until about 4 or 5 years ago. I broke my tailbone on the last jump that I went on. I went on my son's 16th birthday and had a little bit of a bad landing and broke my ass bone. You know, but I look and, you know, there's so many things that I've done now. You know, dude, I mean, I've been around the world. I've jumped out of airplanes. I've been bungee jumping. I've been scuba diving. You know, I've done things that people will never get to experience. So why do I have a reason to be upset? You know, I mean, I'm a fucking MMA announcer. I travel on the weekends and go do MMA fights. I get to hang around in this cool ass environment every weekend. I got nothing to be sad about, bro. You know, lost my job during COVID. I could be mad about losing my brand new corporate job. Oh man, push me to go do MMA more. I get to train jujitsu multiple days a week. I get to work part time from home most of the time, you know, and yeah, yeah. So living life, brother, living life.
yeah. No.
Check this out. A little sad news, real quick. I've been seeing and keeping up on, but I don't know if you're aware, but InfoWars reporter Jamie White was murdered over the weekend.
I did see that.
For people that don't know, his name popped up on a Ukrainian hit sheet of people that they basically had an active hit on. I can't remember the other InfoWars gentleman, but he's been swatted twice, maybe even 3 times in the last 36 hours. General Flynn told Alex Jones that he's like tier 1, level 1 international assassination threat level, whatever it is, you know. So somebody's got it in for InfoWars, you know. They're coming after him. But what I did see is which made me start talking about it is Governor Greg Abbott has apparently released a statement about it and is you know, he's pledging that they're going to find out who did it. You know, and allegedly, you know, he was supposedly killed by car burglars. Really, really seems mighty convenient, you know. I think he had a hit on him. Somebody marked him.
No, quinkadink.
You know, someone murked him. Like I said, you can only have so many coincidences before you start to notice a defined pattern. You know what I mean? So
For sure.
Yeah. It's all relevant.
Did you see the new prime minister of Canada is buddies with Ghislaine Maxwell and Epstein. And
I bet he is. I bet he is. I bet he is.
there was there's, and actually he already says, like, talk about his states on there. They're not even sure. Most of the people don't even know who he was.
Right.
Let's see what. And all of a sudden, but he won 80-something% of the vote. Kind of.
They're like, oh, wait a minute, this dude fucking won. I didn't even know he was on my ballot. What?
It's amazing.
Right. Bro, look, these motherfuckers are
Not like they would do anything like that elsewhere in the world too. Never.
We all knew that Mark Carney was going to be crowned the next Prime Minister of Canada. We called that a very long time ago. But here's what doesn't make sense to me. How is it that a man who moved to Canada for the first time in 10 years in January, who holds 3 passports. Remember when Andrew Scheer holding another passport was a really major issue in that election federally? Wasn't an issue here for some reason. He describes himself, Mark Carney does, as European by nationality. And according to CTV polling that was done about a month and a half ago, the majority of Canadians didn't even know who Mark Carney was. How is it that that guy is able to win, but not just win 85.9% of the votes compared to Freeland, Gould, and Bayliss, who are all well-known Canadian liberals that the public is familiar with? How is it that a dude who moved here in January got 85.9% of the vote without releasing any of his plans or ideas or solutions at all? What?
Almost kind of like he campaigned from his basement, huh?
Or he just got set in the position of the powers that be.
I mean, somebody just gave him the job? Come on, surely that wouldn't happen, would it?
No, I don't know what I'm thinking. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know what's wrong with me. Where's that hat? Oh, yeah. There it is.
Oh, yeah, there they are. See, like I said, it's one big fucking club. One big fucking club, bro.
That's it.
One big club. And we ain't in it. You know? At all.
Mm-mm.
Well, maybe one of these days we'll find out who runs the club, or at least who keeps the keys to the door. You know,
Maybe one day. It would be nice. It would be nice to see who. On another note, it says right here. Did you see this?
When you lie about a birthday at Friendly's, you must pay the ultimate price.
Sin! 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 Oh, steady me, indica me, bring us
Behold the summoner, behold Lamasto. Lamasto has seen through you.
Oh, great, now they've summoned Lamash too. Now drink of the blood of Lamash too.
Guys, just drink the blood, Jenny. It's free. Relax.
Drink! Now you are rebaptized by the mother of beasts, the mistress of insanity. The magician Pazuzu cannot save you now. Heed the roar of the demon dog!
How do they even check if it's someone's birthday?
We send someone to the hospital you were born at. And with over 100 locations on the East Coast, it's not hard.
Hey, is there a restroom?
Oh, sure. Back there and to the left.
Okay, well, at least the blood of Lamash 2 didn't awaken anyone.
The blood of Lamash 2 awakens Molaram. Come, birthday girl! Come with Molaram!
You guys, you can't just let Bolaram lead me away.
Okay, it's friendlies, Jenny. He's being friendly.
Bring me the cage of false birthdays! Om Namah Shivaya! Om Namah Shivaya! Om Namah Shivaya! You have betrayed friendlies! You have betrayed Lamastu! You have betrayed Kalima!
You guys, stop me!
I would, but I kind of want to see where this goes.
You know, what are these fucking people doing, bro? Like,
I don't know, man. Like, what the?
what the fuck are we doing anymore, Ricky? Like,
That's not even funny. Like,
I mean, I thought it was hysterical. I mean, whoa.
well, the Molly Rom kind of, Indiana Jones kind of throwback, but
Right. Well,
this stupid laptop. I lost all my chat on my other PC. Yeah, that was Saturday Night Live, Hiker. Yeah, that's freaking crazy. Theodore in the chat now. Cool.
Theodore,
Yeah,
what's up, sir?
yeah, that was a wild one I seen. I see all these videos where they exposing CNN and these guys go on these dates with these women, and they must be some smoke shows. They just telling everything. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
They're
They
throwing
get
some
these
heat at them.
dudes to admit to everything. Everything.
The one I got sitting here, like, it's talking about Matt Gaetz, where they were talking about, like, hell, he wouldn't be good for the Democrat Party, so they made him bury him.
You know, I don't know, man. I think Matt is like, I can't figure out what they're doing with him. Like, they get him to resign as a senator before this ethics complaint drops, but they wouldn't prosecute him. So I'm wondering what's in this thing that there was no state AG could press charges on him, but yet it's like they were going to drop this congressional report and smear him somehow. So instead, he resigns because he's going to be the new, AG. But then Bondi gets nominated, and then Gates is left with nothing but a podcast or a radio show, no longer a congressman. But then I hear that he's just been appointed in the last week or so as a special prosecutor under Bondi. So I don't know, bro. Like, I am.
Get them in. They still got them in. Just had to go around the world to get it.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. Yeah. I don't know. I'm lost, man.
Did you see that city in New Jersey is a capital of Palestine in the United States? Patterson, New Jersey.
And I'm sure there are a better place for it.
It's not an American city anymore. It's a Palestinian city.
Right.
It's like 15 minutes. I ain't gonna put that on there, but bless you. It's a long video of them
I
just
tried to
blah
mute it.
blah blah.
Did I mute it or did I sneeze in your ear?
No, you sneezed over everybody.
I'm sorry. Bud.
Everybody felt that one. Oh. We're going worldwide now. We've had England. Now we got Chile. We got Australia. Canada.
From all over the. Hi, Canada. How's Trudeau and them? Do you wonder if Trudeau and Zelensky ever hooked up? I bet they did.
That has never crossed my mind.
Look, every time I look at that man sit with his legs crossed, it crosses my mind. Not that I'm like hitting on him or anything, but it just looked weird. That's all I'm going to say.
But speaking of our buddy over there, France says, hell no, we won't go. So we ain't dying for some other country. I mean, I don't blame them, hell. Especially when all they're doing is just laundering money and buying shit. But they did have a ceasefire though. What do you think on the ceasefire? You think it's going to hold this time?
Didn't it last like a day? I thought it already had been violated by Russia or something.
No, it's still, I think right now it's still held fast so far.
Right. I hope so.
I double checked it earlier and I was trying to make sure.
Yeah, I'm just.
The Bill Tramos asked, do we know about the Bill Gates website? Bill Gates gets me in trouble.
You're suspended for even saying that.
I probably am. We're just joking. Uncle Bill's my favorite person in the whole wide world. He's my uncle. But I have not seen it, Tramos. I better be in the wheel. That's all I gotta say. If I come out with that stupid shit, I won't be in the wheel.
I want to be in the wheel. That's fine.
1%. That's all I need.
That's right. I don't need much. Just throw me the change. Throw me the change off the top.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, don't start that shit now.
Yeah, well, it's 10:30. It's my bedtime, bro. That's what happens.
Oh yeah.
That's why I got to drink this Dr. Pepper so I can keep my sugar in me.
That's been my diet for today until I finally ate, probably at 5:30. That's all as long as I got something to drink, I'm good though. I'll just keep on keeping on.
Well, that's all you can do, bro. No matter what the situation is, keep on keeping on, man. That's about all you can do. You have no other option.
That's it.
Curl up in a corner and cry and die if you want. But I choose not to. So.
Or get up and swing.
For the fences, bitches.
With a bat.
That's our motto around here. We swing
Where's
for
it?
fences.
Oh. Swing, baby.
Wow, that's weird. The dude who married.
Oh, Jamie.
Yeah, buddy.
Look, I'm ready. I'll just make sure I have a. I make sure I have a ball glove and a. I'll pull my glove out. Make sure I have a ball and a. Messing up my chair here. As he shows off his vest there.
Well, yeah, bro. That's.
Oh yeah, the sock. You got to have a bat with a sock on. You need to put a sock on the end of it. That way, if somebody grabs it,
it just pulls right out. You know, I'm no dummy.
That does make sense.
I promise. Listen, if you ever walk in my house, this baseball bat is the least of your fucking problems. Like, people look at that bat and be like, man, fuck that dude in that bat. Think that. Okay. Think that this is what I'm going to protect my house with.
Shoot him in the ass.
You know, Ricky Pike, I got that plate
like
carrier right there for a
Morning Dead,
reason,
baby.
though. It's we got
I'm
the
a
other
Walking
toys
Dead
that
their
go
ass
with
with a
that.
crossbow.
Fuck yeah, man.
Ding.
And they're kind of quiet too.
Yeah, they're.
Hey, I heard that the possibility of unrestricting silencers is coming up on the agenda, to where they're going to get rid of the tax stamp. You'll still have to pass your background, but they're going to eliminate the need for tax stamping it. So, kind of excited about that there.
Interesting.
Slightly, just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. All right, my cousin. Well, listen, man, I got to go work on some other websites. I got to help my girl Wit out. We're rolling this thing out tomorrow. And next week, just a heads up, I will not be. Well, yeah, I'm going to take my laptop with me, but there's a very strong possibility that I will not be on next week. We're going to Amarillo to pack up Whitney's place and relocate her to the Memphis 10. So make her an official Memphian.
Oh hell!
We're gonna get her a Bass Pro
We'll be
hat. She's already
singing-
got one actually. It's she's practicing, rehearsing her Young Dolph lyrics. You know, we're taking her down to Mr. Goldman's. I think we're gonna get a grill, triple platinum with the iced out.
I mean, hell, she was from Texas, though. You know.
I mean, sitting
that's where the
sideways,
grills
Paul
was
Wall.
origin.
Paul Wall.
Yeah, Paul Wall was the originators. Now, should already had the grill coming from down there, but
you know what? She should have. You know, I'll let Paul Wall know that Whitney let him down. All right, my brother. Listen, man. Love you, man. I'll see you. If I'm not on next week, I may be on. I may surprise you. You'll find out the last minute. But if I'm not, I'll see you in 2 weeks.
I found it last minute today. Hell.
Hey, man, dude. Let me tell you. Working all day. Look, let me tell you. And Whitney's so sweet because, like, I get home and she's got dinner cooked, right? And she's like, "Hey, Jamie, you've got 26 minutes until 8:30. I've got you a plate. I'm going to go set your shit up. Come eat, and I'm going to go set your shit up." So here we are. So, yeah. We'll make her a permanent addition of the Memphis team next week. So, yeah.
I'm sorry.
So, sorry for who? Her?
Both
No,
y'all need to
man.
come
to
to
the
that.
Mississippi. I know it.
Yeah, come on across that Mason-Dixon line and.
The border to Mississippi is the Mason-Dixon line.
Yeah, it's moved.
I hear the crime laws change a lot once you hit the crooked letter I.
It's a little bit.
Right.
That
yeah.
Open carry for everybody. Folks giving.
Hey, bro, Tennessee open. Did you know that that Memphis is trying to undermine state law for the open carry to where they're trying to do away with it. They're trying to make it to where they want to ban the sale of an AR within the city limits. You've lost your motherfucking mind, bruh.
So what
All
was that
right.
going to do? So
Well, I guess
Tipton
that means I'm
County
going
and
to move
Fayette
to
County.
Jackson, Tennessee.
Well, I was gonna say, so Tipton County and Fayette County is going, and yeah, Hardman County and all the other counties right around are just going to go. Freaking gun stores explode out
Hey,
there, and
whatever
they're gonna
needs
make
to
money off
happen.
a hand on fist, man. It's just idiocracy, man.
I'll go to
Idiocracy.
Bullfrog Corner. That's where I'll go. I'll go to Mississippi to buy my rifle.
There you go. Go see. I can't think of his damn name. I feel bad. I can see him. I feel bad about that. Brain fart on his name. I'll think of it in a second.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah,
my
I was
guy.
working in Whitehaven the other day, and I texted my mom, was like, "Yeah, I'm over here in Whitehaven working." She was like, "Leave." That's my mom word. One word. Leave. Leave Whitehaven.
Yeah, yeah. All right, brother. Well, hey, man, I'll see you either next weekend or the weekend after next, my guy.
All right, sounds good.
Yes, sir. Peace in the Middle East. Thank you all for joining us. As always, we love you.
Yeah, Cain killed Abel with a rock, but we didn't ban rocks. Yeah. It's one of them things. You turn around and it's like here in the Memphis area, we turn around and the people stopped from they were going to put the casinos downtown. They're like, we don't want it downtown. Well, they turned around and took it down right down the street to Tunica County, and they put so much money into the economy of Tunica County. They paved every road out there, every dirt road, like 3 times, like anything that could, just because they had to use all the money up. It was crazy. We just threw that money away because the city did, because it's bad. But crazy. And talking about crazy, a little segue. Look at this dude here. He's got troubles.
Hello?
Hey, hi, how are you today?
I'm okay. How can I help you?
I couldn't sleep at all last night. I've been
Why?
sneezing. I have this rash. Do you see how red my face is?
A little bit.
The problem is your house is painted green.
Yeah.
I'm allergic to grass. You know that because I've already told you when you moved in. Remember? Remember, I told you not to paint your house green. Please paint it a different color. I can't stand it. Every time, don't say hell. Every time I walk by your house, I sneeze. My skin is peeling.
Because
it's
of
red.
the paint?
From your color, yes. You can have it pink. You can have it purple, blue, green. No green.
That gentleman is troubled. If the color of a house causes you to have allergies, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I didn't get to show this video. I had this one here already to pull up too. Dave, our friend across the pond there. What is it? 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning over there for him. Dead air, come on, thing, work.
Imagine telling someone who was born in a dictatorship that Donald Trump is a dictator. If any Cubans or anybody else who was born in a dictatorship, had gone through a dictatorship, hears what you're saying or reads what you're saying, I guarantee you they are cracking up right now. All I do is laugh on this app every day. You guys make me laugh so much because I'm like, oh my God, the privileged Americans have no idea. They're cosplaying oppression and they don't know the first thing about being oppressed. A dictator, really?
Yeah, they just use words for damn. I don't even know what the words are for, really. And speaking of it, more of the Canadians.
108% for whey, 200 and would you believe these insane tariffs that the US is bullying Canada with? 250% for milk, 291% for butter, 208% for whey, 241% for cheese. How could we do this to our neighbor? Oh, wait, those are actually tariffs that Canada imposed on the US last year. Whereas for the same goods, we imposed the following tariffs: 10% for cheese, 10% for butter, 5% for milk, 0% for whey. It's interesting that since Trump announced tariffs, everyone became an econ PhD who's confident that they know exactly what tariffs will do to the economy. But while you've seen Trump fighting for tariffs, you haven't seen that before. No one was fighting for us at all on the global scale. Now, how are tariffs going to affect the whole economy over the next year? I don't know. And no one else does either. But I do know that tariffs got Apple to build a new factory and hire 20,000 more Americans. I do know that the word is that Honda is building 210,000 of their next Honda Civics here in America instead of Mexico and giving Americans jobs. I do know that Taiwan Semiconductor announced that they're going to invest $100 billion to build up 5 new chip factories in the US, creating yet more jobs. I do know that tariffs are being used to pressure China, Mexico, and to a lesser extent, Canada, to stop the flow of fentanyl over our border and killing 70,000 Americans a year. Now, here's the thing with tariffs. They're one tactic in an economic strategy, and there are all sorts of ways that that tactic can get used. Sometimes they get deployed for short term, sometimes long term, sometimes they're actually used, and sometimes the threats of them gets used. Sometimes they're used to threaten Russia to end the war. Sometimes they're used to generate revenue from other countries so we don't need to tax our citizens so much. Sometimes they're used so that we support farmers here rather than farmers abroad. Sometimes they're used to make companies make weapons that we rely on here rather than China, which is our rival. Sometimes they drive prices up, but wages up too. Is this all making your head spin? Yeah, me too. Because there's a lot to consider. Macroeconomics are complicated, and it takes time to play out. Rather than focusing on every move on the chessboard, we need to all zoom out and ask ourselves, do I think my president wants America to win? Am I listening to people who want my president to fail so that they're proven right, even if that means America goes wrong? Am I willing to tolerate short-term disruption for long-term gain? Look, no one should have blind faith in any leader, but blind negativity just hurts everyone, you included. And remember, if you can't make a strong argument for the opposition against your side, then you're not seeking the truth. You're choosing your tribe.
It's good to see there's some people out there on the TikTok and X and YouTube and stuff that using common sense or uh, I mean, I agree. Wally, he says it don't matter who the POTUS is; it's the taxpayer against the rich. I mean, you think about it. You got these lifelong politicians, and you got these zombies walking around DC. And you're looking at that's who makes the rules. That's who passes the laws. I mean, yeah, he can do executive order, but if he most of the time is who makes the laws, Senate and the House, and we get the same jackasses in there every damn time, the same faces on both sides, you know. And then you got even the new faces you got come popping up. Hell, they're so damn fake. You see before they got in and how they're just regular, you know, and now like like Crockett. Hell, she's all the footage you've seen of her before that, before she got in, like she was before she won the election, her office, and now she's trying to portray as she's ratchet or hood, even though she went to upper upper class schools and private education, and it's all front. It's all an act. All of it. It's just why Hollywood and DC is tied at the hip because they're all there together and they all playing the roles. And where you going, microphone? Come back here. They're all playing a role. They're all actors, I think. Checking my chat and it's spam.
Like when you're seeing how we were
Yeah.
we were covering this article that said 55,000 Democrat NGOs were discovered that had been contributing to campaigns and moving things
Yeah.
around and pushing propaganda, and they were all connected. And they found it through AI. That you have to
Yeah.
go through steps and steps and steps to figure out where the money's coming from.
Mhm.
Oh, it's all funneling down to this group,
Yes,
and this
exactly.
group does that. And yeah, it's a giant propaganda machine, a giant regime change machine.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. I mean,
like when you're seeing how we.
Yeah, you're sitting there constantly just regime change over and over again. And then you turn around and they worry about all this crap. Overseas, but then you got Carolina's looking like this. And how's South Carolina? What? What's the answer, Wally? Wally got a joke on here. Is he going to need an apartment, bail him out? Yeah, it could be. I don't know. I won't pass with any of them, man. All of them. Wouldn't put past any of them. All of them. Truly, truly. It is amazing on here where like you got CNN turn around. Appreciate it, Theodore. Thank you. Thank you.
Finally, we have some good news on the economy and really the number one issue for many Americans, the cost of living. So we just learned that consumer prices in February increased by 2.8% year over year, 0.2% month over month. Both of these figures were a step in the right direction and both were better than expected. So this is definitely very encouraging to see because it's going to, I think, relieve some fears that inflation was perhaps re-accelerating because this actually breaks a streak of 4 straight months where I think you could see it on the chart all the way to the right where the inflation rate was going in the wrong direction, right? It was going higher and higher. Finally, we're seeing it dip. Finally, we have some good news on the economy and really
Though inflation's up, it's only up a little bit. Yeah, yeah, Theodore, put your message down there, and I know Hiker, make sure it's pinned up on top, and I'll read it out for sure. We're here reading chat. I've seen some of them videos where some of them trucks. I mean, and I mean, all of them, all these new vehicles are stuff, there's they ain't built like they used to be. Like these motors has the potential and everything, but uh, you seeing GM trucks and stuff like 5,000 miles and motors blowing up. Know somebody had put like 2 transmissions in a truck. Uh, you know, almost new cars already putting transmissions and changing all kinds of stuff. It was asked me to write an impromptu poem. Oh hell. Oh, I had to sit there and think about that. Let me tinker in my brain there. Yeah, groceries. I mean, we knew the groceries and stuff were going to get a little bit higher. I mean, I knew we talked about it on the podcast here. We knew things are going to get worse before they got better. I mean, that's just how it is. Especially with all of the bird flu, um, and all the chickens that got killed, all the hens. What was the number? It was astronomical number. I had it saved over here. I have so much saved and so much ADD material here. Uh, well, darn. I had something, just a meme. Thought I had something saved with how many numbers it was, but 20 million chickens killed. Man, the weather was good to here today, Kramos. It was in the 70s, sunshine, blue skies. I was out in it all day long. It was nice. I had a jacket first thing this morning, and then I came out of that pretty quick. It didn't take long at all. King's Cooper. That's because they are Sony. That's because they're owned by Kroger. Kroger's gonna keep the prices up as long as they can. They want that profit margin. They all owned by. It's like the gas prices. Even when the barrel oil, if you watch the price of barrel oil, when the barrel oil comes down, the price of gas is supposed to come down, but it slowly comes down because they don't want to lose that profit. They could drop the price real quick. Boom. And losing what it takes is like a local business, another on the gas prices, like losing another gas station, start dropping the price hard, and then everybody's got to compete, and then you'll get a competition right there. But other than that, you got, everybody's going to come down on the prices super, super slow because even though they're paying less, that means their profit margin's higher because they're making up for the times when they were paying higher. So, as in their mind. Snowing. Ooh. I can keep that snow. I keep my 70 degrees in early March. I know it won't last long here. It ain't gonna last long. It's gonna be cold again soon. But I'm gonna enjoy it where I can. I'm going to enjoy it while I can. Yeah. I'd rather go to the family owned store though, James. Between Kroger and the family owned. I used to work for Kroger for about 8 years, so yeah, F Kroger. But because their union, some fun facts. their union is one of the weakest unions around. He said, but they're one of the richest unions. Like even when the Teamster union runs out of money when they're protesting or they're sitting out and they need some extra money, they'll actually go to the I forget what the number is. It's been so long. I got some information the other day. My parents handed it to me like here your stuff from Kroger Union. I'm like, F them some guns. Because I told the union, because I used to be a union shop steward there at the store. So like if you had a problem, you come to me and then I go kind of to the union or whatever. Man, I told them straight up to their face. So I was like, man, I said, y'all are paid off. That's all y'all done is take stuff away from everybody. Y'all taken vacation from it. Went from 4 weeks from 6 weeks to 4. Took bonuses away. All they've done is took stuff away. I said, y'all haven't gave shit back. There was a few that they tried to keep the bonuses, and so they took a pay cut to keep the bonuses, and then they kept it for like 2 years, and they still took the bonuses. And so like many years ago now, they called them red shirted, and they gave them some extra money, a little bit, but not shit. Yeah, you just had to check the sales on the family-owned stores sometimes because, sometimes their stuff is higher, but, uh, you know, but, you know, sometimes you got to deal with the devil. You got to mess with Walmart or Kroger or something like that. I know we got a bunch of Dollar Generals down here, so I go to Dollar General before I go to Walmart most times or Kroger. Hershey said the eggs are down 30% where he's at. I can almost afford them. My problem with eggs is hell. I'll get some, and then I'm like, all right, good, and I eat about half of them, and then I'll forget about them, and the rest of them will die. No, because I just get in moods. I want something for a little while. If I want cereal for a little while, whatever, and then yep, I don't want it no more, and then that shit goes away. It gets stale. Yeah, some of the DGs and stuff, they're kind of Dollar Generals. Uh, it's crazy. Like half the time the store is half empty, and uh, but I know it's convenient too. I don't know. I just don't want to. I don't want to fuck with them. I don't want to mess with Walmart. I don't want to deal with all that crap. Just go in there and grab what I want and leave with ease. You don't think you can eat more than 4 eggs in the morning? Shoot. My dad used to make them big ass omelets and shit. He'd be like 4 or 5 egg omelets and stuff. I ate about 2/3 of it. That's about it. I don't know. I can eat eggs, but I can only eat so many eggs. Then I'm just sick of them. Like, all right, that's enough. Absolutely enough. Oh, that's a pretty cool video. Hummingbirds. My mom loves them things. She puts out them feeders every year and see them little bitty hummingbirds flying around. Pretty cool. They're sitting inside that rose. Yeah, I've been by. I do that too, Don. I'll buy a quart sometimes. Like sometimes I get the half gallon, or if I get a gallon, if I'm drinking a whole bunch of. But and then I go that spiel. I don't know. I just get in ruts. But a lot of time I'll just buy the quarts They got a little square, little court up there at the little K's little store we have here, little mom and pop store. And if I drink it all, then I'll go get me some more. If I get a half gallon, sometimes I drink it all, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I forget about it. Tell us about the birds, but attempt to rhyme. I don't know if I can do it. Still trying to think, Theo. I'm gonna get one before we close it out and try. I hadn't heard about that. I know some of y'all are. I'm over here scrolling, and I kind of showed all the stuff I want to show. Kind of. Theo said I want a poem. I'm gonna figure one out.
Now, are you ready to give a riveting speech? You're going to change lives.
I thought I was finished with that. What do I have to do now?
It's never over.
You what? I said I thought I was finished, but apparently I'm not.
No. Once we're done, we'll get out of here.
Now what do I do here?
Same thing, talk about you. We'll make some new questions.
But I don't have the.
Yes, you will. Yes.
You get your money out of me.
Every single penny.
Penny, like 5 pennies.
That's sad. Well, I tell you, Philadelphia, that's the city of burning love. They got the statue of Rocky. I know you've seen that time I think about Philadelphia, I think about damn, I can't think of his name. Oh no. I hate names. I always forget them. Yeah. I went down on how the Rocky was something else. But it made Stallone. He bet everything on that. I gotta give him credit on that. I mean, he even sold his poor dog to make it for he thought he could do it and make it out. Now he's a multi-millionaire and biggest celebrities of all time. But I hate my brain. I hate my brain sometimes. Yeah, he sold his dog. I think he got it. If I remember right, he got it back. Rocky got his Stallone got his dog back. Yeah, he's poor. He was broke. Yeah, here's he sold his dog for $40. They made him pay 15 grand to get it back though. That's crazy. I couldn't remember exact details. I remember him had to sell it. Like I said, he's damn near homeless. I still think Stallone was just doing kind of a slow accent too. He was just like mentally handicapped. Yeah, I couldn't imagine getting rid of my animals because of whatever. I'd be in a you'd have to call and check on me. What in the blue hell? I like to comment on it. Who the Ghostbusters still got the same one? Yeah, no offense to Stone, but yeah, just that absolute mindset that you're so far down in a hole that you got to sell your animals to be able to survive. Just I don't know. Like I said, if I got to that point right there, y'all better be checking on me. I promise, because I won't be in a good mindset at all. If I'm over here start sell my cats and stuff. Shoot, my internet was acting up. It did on my laptop here. I had a circular turn off, turn back on. I even rebooted my router before we started tonight. I didn't want to have no issues. Hoping this thing pops up. It was Bill Burr's Philly. I'm trying to. Hey, some people buy cats. People spend a lot of money on cats. I don't know why people buy dogs too. I mean, you can go to the pound and go buy you just find any dog you want to, and cat, anything. It's sad and amazing if you go to any kind of shelter and stuff of all the animals, like purebred animals that are there. It's just yeah, I didn't. Huh. Sonia said that's in Texas, Lubbock, Texas, maybe. Several fires going on down there. There's fires all over the place. There's planes falling out of the sky. There's fires. I don't know what the hell's. Maybe the whole movie of 2012 is coming along. It was just a few years late with all the hell breaking loose. Again, with all these damn smart cities and stuff, it's got me curious though. I keep on typing on the wrong keyboard. When they got smart cities, let's see, we can actually see it. Shoot, my cat comes out of the sewer. Oh, I got one outside cat. I couldn't figure out, man, why is he? I was like, buddy, why do you stink? And I saw him come out of the sewer the other day. I was like, that's why your ass stinks. He's sweet as can be, but man, he stinks. I tried to give him a bath the other day. That went as well as you thought it would. Had some Dawn, and I'll pour it on him and getting out it. But yeah, participate in smart cities. So if you see anything happen, some of these potential Long Beach, oh no, there's this one here don't show Memphis. On that one I seen the other day had Memphis and stuff on there, which I don't know. I was gonna start putting some blue on my roof. Just in case, you know. Yeah, cats can be. Let's see, is Philly on there? It's all over the damn place. It's not in order for shit. City of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Atlanta, Austin, Texas, San Antonio, Boston. No, it wasn't too bad. I make sure I stay away from them. Oh no, Sonya. Yeah, I wasn't tore up. If it got bad, I would have went and got me some welding gloves, put them on. I had to do that before. Sitting there playing with grabbing feral cats. If you're dealing with damn feral cats, you better have some welding gloves because them sun guns will tear your arm off. Yeah, there's cities all around the world talking about it there, like and then if you follow the list of what's going on with, uh, smart cities and if I hit the wrong damn keyboard one more time. There's been a bunch of damn fires, and every time you turn around, if there's a fire, it's like a city or a hurricane. It happened down in Mexico. They had a damn hurricane. Like they're pushing like LA. They were pushing. They wanted by this time right here, they're going to have a smart city. Like how the hell are you going to turn? How are you going to convert everything with everything already there, with people living there and businesses without showing off wreckage and not sure what they're doing? It seems like. Checking out the chat. James said cats are aliens. Cats are something else. They turn around but they were worshipped by the Egyptians back in the day, so maybe they are aliens. Good question. What the radiation going to be in the smart city? That's a good question. I don't know. That's good. Your internet's back up, Wally. I mean, it's like they were looking to get everybody within where, you don't have to have a car, you don't have to do that, where everything's right there. It's all convenient. But, if you turn around and you get to that point, then you get where you can't go anywhere. You can't. If you want to try to leave or do something else, the hell, you're stuck. $600 cats, Wally. Holy shit. That's a lot. I don't know. When I was a kid, people used to, it would go in waves. Either be dogs or cats. Dogs or cats. Like it would go to waves and people would pull up to me like from my parents' house and shit. I mean, I've literally swear on everything, watched people pull up in front of my parents' house, open up a window and chunk animals out the damn window and then leave. And and all of a sudden, hey, we got some more animals. We got some more puppies or dogs, or we got some more cats, or we used to have a bunch of outside cats in my shop when I had my barn and land and stuff out in the country. They would turn around and, of course, I didn't have to worry about mice or anything. I agree, Sweets. 15-minute cities equals prison. Yeah, ferals. I mean, I got several ferals here. I feed some. There's some I just look at them and talk to them. I'm like, man, what the hell? What's wrong with you? I go out there and they run when I come up, bring out some food, and they looking around the corner at me. I'm like, come on, bring the food. I'm like, I said, we've been doing this for a year now. I haven't bothered you yet. But you're all worried about me. Like I'm gonna do something to you now. That's a cool picture right there. I like pictures. I take a lot all over the place. I should share more of my pictures. I don't. I go back through and look at them every once in a while, but I got some pretty cool ones of all over the place. Everywhere I go out of country, not out of country, out of state, or where I'm at. I always try to get some cool shots. I actually just did a thing on Project Paperclip, and so that one right there kind of resonates pretty good. People forget history so quick. So quick. Damn TikTok brains. Absolute TikTok brains. And I ain't just on one side or the other. There are people on both sides. Just guys read Ireland is imposing 125% tariffs on imported U.S. goods until we take Rosie back. Ugh. Yeah, hopefully next week we'll have Dave back again, and we'll have and Jamie be here. Not, push come to shove. As always, I'll have enough stuff. We'll have something we can talk about. There's always something crazy going on in the world right now. Absolutely crazy. But, I guess I'm gonna run out of cool stuff to say and find out. Might try to wind this up now. I appreciate y'all all coming on here as always. I appreciate y'all listening, and we've had a hell of a chat. We've had on both Rumble and YouTube. Like I said, we're gonna keep on doing this. Like I said earlier, I got my building moving tomorrow. He's supposed to be here at 10 o'clock in the morning. And go over there and get a place where I want to place it, and then I'm gonna get finish getting it wired up and where I want to place stuff, and it's gonna be cool. I think it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be, I don't know. Like I said, I want to have it where I could actually have people there, guests or whatever, and just like I said, this is keep on doing this. I had some of y'all might have seen it. Let's see. Number 105, Operation Paperclip and Project Iceworm. A lot of people's heard of Operation Paperclip, but some people hadn't heard of Project Iceworm. So check that out on the channel. It's there on Rumble and YouTube and Spotify. And all your other favorites. Project Iceworm is pretty wild, but it turned into some. It didn't get the results it wanted, but it turned into something else. So I'll leave you on that little cliffhanger. So maybe you go watch it. Of course, the short for this week was the how long did Guinness sign a lease for? And that's pretty wild to hear about how long the lease was and how much the lease is for. Ever, it's pretty amazing how I was able to keep on doing that. So that's on the videos are out right now. Of course, last week we had Project Bluebeam and Storm Fury and Timber Sycamore. I've been catching a lot of projects and stuff like that. I don't know, it's kind of wild. Next week, I don't even remember what I'm not done editing yet. I have it into my for next week. I forget what it was, but it was actually it wasn't actually a project or anything like that. It was let's see if I can find it. Give y'all a little teaser, I guess, if I remember right. Do. Holy hell. Oh yeah, it was the Wing Makers and the Wendigo. So I talked about those two. So that'll be next week. So something to look forward to. So it actually um not a project or anything like that. So kind of getting back on the conspiracy and cryptid and mythology kind of deal. So um yeah, I see. Let's see if I pull. Let me pull it up on this one here if I can share it for y'all can see that. That's pretty funny. Where did you share it on Rumble? Gaston's here. What's up, Gaston? Mm-hmm. That's why I won't do psychedelics. You hear people talking about it, and um, all the crazy stuff that happens with it. I like hearing about it, and my curiosity is, but if you're going through there and seeing evil spirits or whatever the hell, I'm good. I don't want to be messing with none of that. I got enough issues. Got enough issues. But man, I really, like I said, I appreciate y'all coming chatting. We got Herschel. A lot of people got podcasts or stuff, and from the Troubled Minds, and there's a lot of from the Wally's World and Dave's Waffle House. And speaking of that, I wonder where Mr. Willie is tonight. I'm missing Mr. Willie. We had a great another great night with chat and everything. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you're able to check it out though, Gaston. So the stream is being lagged, but I'll hush my rambling butt up. Like I said, I appreciate y'all. Y'all bring it to the end. Most of y'all have already subscribed and everything. Like I said, we're gonna keep on doing this every Wednesday, 8:30 Central Time. If there's topics and stuff y'all want to hear about, y'all just throw them in the comments and stuff like that, or reach out to me. Some of y'all are in Discord and stuff with me. If not, just like I said, put in the chat subjects for it, like from a pre-recorded stuff. If you want to hear me talk about something, I got a bunch of stuff on list. But if y'all want to hear it, just make sure. Just throw it out there. I'll check it out and bring it up for everybody. So I just appreciate y'all, and as always, y'all keep on keeping on, and the peace and the chicken grease. Y'all be good. Much love, y'all.